Hello students, I am Homini and today I will be taking English for class 5, chapter 1, that is The Blind Man and the Elephant. This is a very interesting story, and after reading this story we are going to learn many things. Like we are going to read the lesson fluently with comprehension. We are going to refer the text in order to locate necessary information, and we will also be able to empathize with the blind and be helpful to them. We are also going to realize and understand other people's opinion as well. So we will first learn what the story is all about. All right. So the story is about the blind man, the 6 blind men and the elephant. In this story, there are 6 blind men. Okay, there are a long time ago in the valley of Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra is a river, right? We all know that. So there were 6 blind men living in and around that in the Brahmaputra valley. Okay, so they were blind by birth. So that means they were blind when from the day they were born, right? So as they were blind and they are living together, they spend their days narrating stories, taking turns, and also. Once, while they were discussing between the 6 of them, all 6 of them are blind, okay? So, as they were discussing about various topics and all, the topic of an elephant came out, okay? So, they were, one will say that they were all curious, like to know what an elephant is, to see what an elephant look like, right? But they are blind and they cannot see, right? So, they were very curious. They were very eager to know what an elephant is, right? Because no one had ever seen. And so they decided to look for it. So since they were arguing, they were quarreling among themselves, like what about how an elephant looked like. They all decided, all right, instead of quarreling among ourselves, let's just go and check it for ourselves and know understand what an elephant is and what they look like. So what they did was they hired LALURAM. LALURAM is a guide, okay? The person who is going to take all 6 of them to see the elephant, okay? So they hired LALURAM, each placing their hands on the shoulder of the one in front. That means LALURAM will be in front and all 6 of them will be lined accordingly at LALURAM's back, okay? And they will hold on to the shoulder of the one in front of them. So LALURAM was in front and all 6 were holding each other's shoulder one after another, okay? So they all made a line and they started walking and they started looking for the elephant. And they finally saw an elephant chewing some tall grass. While they were going, they saw the elephant finally. They saw, but LALURAM can see the elephant because he is not blind, okay? He is the guide. So he can see the elephant chewing on tall grass. The elephant was eating, and so when they reached the elephant, what the 6 blind men did were they were excited. See, they are going to find out what an elephant looked like, right? They were very excited. Finally, they were quarreling, right, in order to know the elephant. So they're going to clear their doubts. So they were all excited, and they took turns and touched it. See, there were all 6 of them. So they were taking turn one after another and feel, because they cannot see, they need to feel, right? So they decided to feel what an elephant looked like. So the first man said, "Oh, my brothers, this elephant is like a great mud wall baked hard in the sun." That means the first blind man, he touched the body of the elephant. See, here is an elephant and the body of the elephant looks like a wall, right? The elephant are so big and the skin are so thick that it is very hard, right? So the first man, after touching the body of the elephant, said like it feels like it is like the wall of a house made with mud. Okay, since it is hard, he said that it looked like a big hard wall in the sun. When you keep a mud in the sun, it will become hard over time, right? So just like that, the first man thought the elephant's body looks like that. Okay, now the second man said, I can tell you what shape this elephant is. He is exactly like a spear. So see, the second man, he touched the teeth of the elephant. The teeth of the elephant is also called tusk, right? T-U-S-K-S, tusk, right? So the second man touched the tusk of the elephant and said that it looked like a spear. See, spear, we all know that, right? We use in our traditional dances and all spear, right? That the second man, after touching the tusk of the elephant, thought like, since it is very sharp, so it has pointed deep, right? So he thought that it looked like a spear. And when he said that, the first man smiled with disbelief, because the first man is thinking that since he have touched already, he's thinking that it looked like a wall, it felt like a wall, right? But the second man said that now it looked like it is like a spear. Okay. Now the third one said the elephant is very much like the rope. See, the third one, he touched the trunk of an elephant, the nose. This is the nose of an elephant, right? So the nose of an elephant is also called trunk, right? So when the third man touched the trunk of the elephant, he felt like it is like a rope. It is like a rope. So the third one said it looked like a rope, and the fourth one said this elephant resembles a serpent. No, I'm sorry. The third one touched the tail. The fourth one touched the nose, okay? The third one touched the tail of the elephant and felt that it looked like a rope. The fourth one touched the trunk and it felt like a serpent. Okay, now he touched the nose of the elephant trunk. See, the fourth one touched the trunk and felt like, because it is a little bit sticky and all, right? So he thought that it looked like a serpent. Now the fifth one said, good gracious brother, even blind men can see what the shape of the elephant resemble most. He is like a mighty fan. See, the fifth one, after listening to all the fourth comments, the fifth one went and touched the elephant. Again, now when he went and touched the elephant, he happened to touch the ear part of the elephant. Okay, the ear is thin and big, right? And it flaps around, right? So when the fifth one went and touched the elephant, he felt like, he thought that it looked like a fan, okay? But no one believed him. See, when he said it looked like a fan, it felt like a fan, no one was ready to believe him, because they all have different ideas in their mind, right? The first one thought it's something else, the second one thought something else, right? Now, finally, the sixth one said, brothers, my elephant feels like the trunk of a great areca palm tree. See, he touched the leg of the elephant. Now, finally, the last one, the sixth one, he happened to touch the leg of the elephant. Okay, so when he went and hugged the elephant leg, it was so big. So he felt like it is like the areca palm tree. We all have seen areca palm tree, right? So it's very hard, right? The outer part of the tree is rough and it's very hard. So the sixth one thought that it is like a tree. Okay, so all the six of them have different ideas of what an elephant look like, right? Now, since they were all curious to know what an elephant is, they all finally have an idea in their mind, right? Since they have felt one after another, they all have the idea already that what an elephant look like. So now they all returned with their curiosity satisfied, but they never stopped arguing based on what the elephant really looked like. See, they were so curious, and now their curiosity is satisfied already, right? They have fulfilled their wish of touching an elephant. But what did not stop was their quarrel, because the first one felt different, the second one felt different, 6 of them totally different, right? They totally have different ideas in their mind. So they kept on quarreling, and it never stopped, okay? Because the ideas of an elephant was different, right? So, see, this is the story all about. And what did we learn from the six blind men? From the 6 blind men? For each of them, their opinion were partly right, as they felt for themselves, though they were all wrong. See, one felt the body, one felt the tail, one felt the leg, one the deed, right? One the task. So they all have different ideas in their mind. And we know that they are all wrong, right? They all thought an elephant looked like a spear. The other thought it looked like a rope and all, right? But we all have seen an elephant, right? We all have seen what an elephant look like, right? It is the mightiest animal on land, and it does not look like a rope or a spear or a wall or a tree, right? It is an animal, right? See, we all have seen in television and all what an elephant looked like. So they were all wrong, but they have after feeling them, they have the idea in their mind, right? That means according to them, they are right. So they were partly right, okay? Now, were the blind men right? See, I've told you already. No, but they reacted according to what they felt, as they could not see. See, if they were able to see, they would know what an elephant looked like, right? But since they could not see, they reacted according to what they felt, okay? Now, what can you do in such a situation? See, if some blind people come and approach you and ask what an elephant look like, what will you do? For example, like what will you do if you were LALURAM? LALURAM is the guide, right? The guide of the 6 blind men. So, what if you were put in the position of LALURAM? What will you do? See, not just guide the way, but help each of them understand what the elephant really look like. See, if I were LALURAM, I will not only guide the way, but also make them understand by helping them to touch the elephant properly, so that they will have proper, more ideas of what the elephant really is, right? I hope we all will be eager to help the blind, right? See, if LALURAM had done that, it could have avoided their quarrel. See, since LALURAM did not help the 6 people in touching the elephant, they were not their quarrel did not stop, right? So they kept on quarreling, okay? So in order when you are faced in such a situation, be eager to help the blind, okay? Now, see, there are many things that we can do in order to help the blind. See, how can you help them? The first is we can also warn them about the danger ahead, right? If they are going somewhere and you see a big stone in front of them, you can warn them that there is stone, and you can go and remove the stone, or you can help them ignore that, right? Now, you can also guide them in reading, right? Since they are blind, they cannot see, and sometimes they face difficulty in reading, right? So you can read to them and make them understand. Now, next is directing them in their movement. See, the blind men, they cannot see, so sometimes while they are in a hurry, they might miss out something. They might not see the things coming in front of them, or they might take the wrong direction while going somewhere else, right? So you can also direct them, or through words, or through by taking them by yourself, right? You can tell them it is left side, the thing you're searching is right side, or else there are many things, right? You can direct their movements, and also that is also one way to help the blind. Now you can also help them cross the road, right? When the blind, they cannot see, sometimes they cannot see the traffic signal, right? So when it is time for us to cross the road, you can take them along with you and help them cross the road. Now next is see, why do we need to do all these things? If we help people, if we help not only the blind but anyone, those who are in need, we are connecting with people. See, we are connecting with people in order to have a better relationship, right? If we want to have a better relationship where without any quarreling and all, in order to maintain a peaceful environment, we can help out in many ways, right? We can help them with small things or big things if we can, in order to maintain a peaceful environment and connect with people properly. Okay? So those are the things, the good manners. Now we will go to word meaning. Okay? In the story, there are many meanings that we have come across. There are many words, so we will learn from the start. First is curious. C-U-R-I-O-U-S, curious. That is wanting to know about something. Okay? In the story, the blind men, they were curious to know about the elephant, right? So that is it. Okay? Now next is satisfy. S-A-T-I-S-F-Y. Satisfy. Satisfy means feel happy or contented. Okay. Now next is fell to. F-E-L-L. Fell. T-O-2. That means to start or begin. Okay. Now mighty. Mighty is M-I-G-H-T-Y. Mighty means huge. The elephant is a mighty animal, right? The next is resemble. R-E-S-E-M-B-L-E, resemble. Resemble means look alike. Okay? The twins, they resemble, right? So that is it. Next is declare. D-E-C-L-A-R-E, declare. That is do announce. Okay? The next is tame. T-A-M-E, tame. That means mild. Something that is mild in nature. Okay? That is not wild. Okay? Now disbelief. D-I-S-B-E-L-I-E-F. Disbelief. That means not believing. Okay? Not believing in something. Okay, now we have learned the story. We have also learned some points of good manners, right? We have also learned the new word meaning and all. So after learning all this, after going through all this, do you think that the opinions of other matter? Does other people's opinion matter to you? Like, yes, because sometimes you see what they cannot see and they see what you cannot, right? We need to respect other people's opinion also, okay? Because sometimes you may think that something is right in your eyes, right? But sometimes it is not right for them, right? For example, the number 9, you have all seen the picture, right? The number 9, if placed on the ground, it looks like 9 from the other side. But on the other side, it would look like 6, right? So the opinions of other people also matter, because sometimes we are not always right, all right? Now, we have come almost to the end of this topic. What we have learned today, let's go a quick revision. We have learned the story of the elephant, right? Of the elephant and the 6 blind men. We also learned how to care and help the blind, right? We have also learned to respect other people's opinion, right? And lastly, we have learned new meanings, right? So I hope in today's class you have learned something. If you have any doubt, you can ask your teacher in school, okay? So this will be the end for today's class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.